The industry's trillion-dollar lie, why your protein powder is accelerating muscle loss after 60. If you are a senior who has spent thousands of dollars on expensive protein powders, believing you are doing the right thing for your strength, you need to hear this urgent truth right now. For years, I worked deep inside the supplement industry, and I watched appalled as companies poured literal millions into slick advertising campaigns, all while quietly, and I mean quietly, cutting crucial corners on the very products they were selling to you and your loved ones. What I witnessed was the cynical, ugly truth. Most of the protein powders clogging your kitchen counter are nothing but isolated whey or soy proteins, stripped bare of the natural cofactors your body needs, then bulked up with cheap fillers, artificial flavors, nasty gums, and excessive sweeteners that your aging gut is already struggling to digest. This isn't just ineffective, it's a deliberate waste of your money and, far worse, your precious time and health. What's truly missing from these overpriced tubs? The essential vitamins, crucial minerals, powerful antioxidants, and healthy fatty acids that your muscles actually need to properly rebuild, recover, and stay strong as you enter your 60s and beyond. This profound nutritional vacuum is the silent reason why so many seniors continue to lose a frustrating 1 to 3% of their muscle mass every single year after 60, even while dutifully choking down those expensive chalky powders. Yet, the industry keeps you trapped in this cycle because the inherent fear of weakness and the loss of independence is, quite frankly, a trillion-dollar business. You are being sold a false promise while your strength slips away. But that ends today. In this video, we are pulling the lid off this deceptive industry and delivering the definitive solution the supplement giants hope you never discover. We will expose the 8 natural, inexpensive, and powerful foods that can stop age-related muscle loss in its tracks. Instantly, we have ranked them meticulously, starting from a surprising number 8, all the way up to the number 1 powerhouse food that fuels muscle growth longer and stronger than any processed powder currently on the market. You must stick with me to the very end, because the food at number 4 is so incredibly effective. Supplement companies will never ever put it on their labels. Doing so would literally kill their entire profit model overnight. To prove the power of real food, every single study I cite to back up these claims is listed directly below in the description. Check them yourself. The unbiased science simply does not lie. Before we dive into the countdown, a quick but important question. Have you ever wasted money on protein powders? Drop your answer and your story in the comments below. I'll be in there replying to every single one, because your experience could be the insight that saves another senior from wasting their time and sacrificing their long-term health. Now, let's stop the muscle loss and start the rebuilding process, starting with the surprising food at number 8, a natural powerhouse so potent and effective that it outperforms those powders in ways the industry will never, ever admit. Chapter 1. The Ocean's Secret and the Power of the Humble Seed. Food number 8, spirulina. Spirulina might look unassuming, just a deep green powder that carries a faint, earthy scent of the sea, but do not let its humble appearance mislead you. This microscopic algae is, in fact, one of the most concentrated and bioavailable natural protein sources found anywhere on Earth. Astonishingly, between 60 to 70% of spirulina's total dry weight is pure, easy-to-digest protein. This is more than double the protein density found in an equivalent amount of beef, making it an absolute game-changer for seniors over 60. As the body's ability to efficiently build and maintain muscle declines with age, low-quality, isolated proteins can no longer effectively do the job. A comprehensive 2016 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food demonstrated that spirulina supplementation not only significantly improved muscle strength in older adults, but also worked to reduce key inflammation markers that slow recovery after exercise or even after simple daily activities. The true magic, however, goes beyond just the high protein count. Spirulina is loaded with essential branch-chain amino acids, BCAAs, which directly feed and repair muscle tissue, alongside vital micronutrients like iron, magnesium, and a rich complex of antioxidants that combat the oxidative stress that rapidly ages and degrades cells. consider the experience of Robert, 68, who started adding just a teaspoon of spirulina to his morning smoothie after years of feeling weaker and more fatigued each month. Within just a few weeks, he noticed a dramatic reduction in fatigue when climbing stairs and a visible improvement in the muscle tone of his legs. Unlike the bloating and discomfort he experienced from traditional protein powders, spirulina provided him with clean, highly digestible strength. The secret lies in its exceptional bioavailability. Spirulina's cell walls are soft and easy for a senior's gut to break down, ensuring nutrients are quickly absorbed without causing strain. A small daily serving can be a powerful defense against sarcopenia, the insidious age-related muscle wasting that silently steals your independence. Spirulina may be unusual, but it absolutely earns its place by delivering more usable protein per spoonful than almost any expensive powder on the shelf. Food number 7, pumpkin seeds. The next food on our list is not exotic at all. It's something you have likely walked past in the grocery aisle dozens of times without realizing its immense potential as a muscle-preserving powerhouse. Pumpkin seeds might appear small, but for seniors actively fighting muscle loss, they are a micronutrient fortress hiding in plain sight. Just 1 ounce, about a small, manageable handful, delivers nearly 7 grams of complete protein, paired perfectly with magnesium, zinc, and iron, 3 minerals that are critically lacking in many senior diets. A pivotal 2018 study published in the journal Nutrients found that older adults with a consistently higher intake of magnesium preserved significantly more muscle mass compared to those who were deficient. Why is this? Because magnesium is fundamentally tied to proper muscle contraction and effective recovery, while zinc and iron are necessary to keep oxygen flowing efficiently to muscle tissues. Without these vital cofactors, muscles weaken, balance falters, and the risk of dangerous falls becomes far more likely. For seniors, pumpkin seeds are especially valuable because they don't just feed muscle, they actively calm systemic inflammation. These seeds are packed with powerful antioxidants and healthy omega-6 fatty acids that reduce oxidative stress, the very process that accelerates muscle breakdown as we age. And in sharp contrast to many protein powders that cause uncomfortable bloating or severe digestive issues, pumpkin seeds are remarkably gentle on the stomach, particularly when lightly roasted or easily ground into a powder. Take George, 70, who wrongly assumed his leg weakness was just part of getting old. He began adding 2 tablespoons of ground pumpkin seeds to his morning oatmeal after his doctor recommended increasing his magnesium intake. Within a few months, he reported fewer debilitating nighttime cramps and a much steadier, more confident stride when climbing stairs. What seemed like a tiny change gave him back a level of physical independence he genuinely feared was gone forever. Pumpkin seeds are undeniable proof that preventing muscle loss doesn't require fancy synthetic powders. Sometimes it starts with something as simple and natural as a handful of seeds. Chapter 2: The Ancient Grain Mistake and the Egg Yolk Revelation. Food number 6, amaranth. Our countdown continues with another treasure, this time a seed that has been revered since the time of ancient civilizations and is famous for packing a punch of protein in a surprisingly tiny form. Amaranth is not just an ancient grain, it's a powerful muscle-preserving food that far too many seniors overlook. While artificial protein powders frequently upset sensitive digestion, amaranth naturally delivers all 9 essential amino acids in one compact plant-based package, making it a complete protein, a rarity among grains. A 2019 study in food chemistry confirmed that amaranth possesses nearly the exact same amino acid balance as eggs, making it a perfect, easy daily addition for any senior battling sarcopenia. What truly sets amaranth apart from other grains is its high content of the amino acid L-lysine. Most common grains are low in lysine, but amaranth is packed with it, and lysine is absolutely critical for effectively building and repairing muscle fibers. Without sufficient lysine, seniors often struggle with prolonged muscle soreness and frustratingly slow recovery even after light activity. Amaranth further supports muscle health by providing magnesium, which directly fuels ATP production, the body's crucial energy currency, and calcium, which supports necessary bone strength right alongside muscle function. The inherent beauty of amaranth is how easy it is to incorporate into any diet. Seniors can enjoy it as a warm porridge, mix the seeds into soups, or grind it into a fine flour for healthier baked goods. Unlike the bloating and potential kidney strain caused by some protein powders, amaranth is gentle on the digestive system while providing a steady, reliable energy release. Amaranth proves that the fight against muscle loss can be won not with expensive proprietary supplements, but with the right, wholesome natural food strategically included in your diet. Food number 5, egg whites and why you must eat the yolk. Egg whites have long been famous for being pure protein, fat-free, low in calories, and for decades they have been inaccurately marketed as the single healthiest part of the egg. Fitness magazines and fad diets relentlessly pushed the notion that discarding the yolk was the smart, hot, healthy move. But for seniors, relying heavily or exclusively on egg whites is a profound mistake, one that can actually speed up muscle loss rather than stopping it. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Egg whites do contain high-quality protein, but they contain almost none of the other cofactors, vitamins and minerals that your muscles and nerves desperately need after the age of 60. The yolk is where 90% of the true nutrition lives. Choline for your nerve health, vitamin D for bone density, lutein and zeaxanthin for your eye health, and essential omega-3s for your cardiovascular system. By discarding the yolk, you are essentially discarding nearly 90% of the egg's power. A breakthrough 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition clearly demonstrated that seniors who consumed whole eggs had a significantly higher rate of muscle protein synthesis compared to those who consumed the exact same amount of protein from whites only. In plain language, your body uses the combined power of the yolk plus the white far more effectively than it can use the isolated white alone. Consider Harold, 70, who strictly followed his cardiologist's outdated advice from the 1980s, eating nothing but egg whites for years. He believed he was diligently protecting his heart, but by the time he sought a nutrition consultation, he was suffering from profound muscle weakness, brittle bones, and constant fatigue. Once he cautiously reintroduced whole eggs in moderation, his strength and energy returned within months, because his body was finally receiving the full spectrum of missing vitamins alongside the high-quality protein. Egg whites alone may look like a muscle-preserving superfood, but for seniors fighting for functional strength, they are, at best, only half the story. Chapter 3: The Miracle Leaf, the Legume Powerhouse, and the Shocking Sea Secret. Food number 4: Moringa leaves, the supplement industry's nightmare. We have reached the critical point in our countdown. And the food at number 4 is the one that supplement companies actively pray you never hear about. Known throughout history as the miracle tree, moringa has been a staple in traditional medicine for centuries, but only recently have scientists fully confirmed its immense potential as one of the most powerful natural muscle-preserving foods available to seniors. While every part of the moringa tree possesses nutritional value, the leaves stand out as a true powerhouse for longevity. They contain all 9 essential amino acids, the very complex building blocks your muscles need, but can no longer efficiently create on their own after age 60. On top of this complete protein, moringa leaves deliver calcium, magnesium, iron, and a staggering array of antioxidants at levels that genuinely rival or even surpass celebrated greens like spinach and kale. Recall the story of Samuel, a 73-year-old retired teacher who struggled with relentless fatigue and debilitating leg cramps, and whose stomach was constantly upset by protein shakes. When his daughter introduced him to moringa tea and a small sprinkle of the leaf powder into his soups, the results were astonishing. Within months, he noted significantly improved energy and strength. Climbing stairs became effortless, and his doctor was stunned by his stabilized blood pressure and improved hemoglobin levels. The difference was a simple, steady supply of plant-based amino acids and essential minerals that his aging body desperately needed, but simply wasn't absorbing from heavily processed supplements. What truly sets moringa apart and what kills the supplement model is its exceptional digestibility. Unlike protein powders that frequently cause uncomfortable bloating or deep nausea, moringa is incredibly gentle on the stomach, making it the perfect muscle-building food for seniors with sensitive digestion. It also contains powerful compounds like quercetin and chlorogenic acid, which have been shown to reduce harmful oxidative stress and regulate blood sugar, two systemic factors that directly and negatively affect muscle strength and energy in older adults. Moringa leaves are far more than just a supplement. They are a survival food for seniors, offering a perfectly balanced combination of protein, minerals, and antioxidants that provides an unparalleled defense against muscle decline. Food number 3, lentils. As powerful as moringa is, the next food on our list climbs even higher. Lentils may look incredibly humble and simple, but they are, in reality, one of the most powerful muscle-saving foods on the planet, especially for seniors. Just 1 cooked cup of lentils delivers an impressive 18 grams of protein, a figure that rivals many animal sources, and they come naturally packed with iron, folate, and magnesium. Minerals critical for the formation of red blood cells, efficient oxygen transport, and rapid muscle recovery. For seniors, this trifecta of nutrients is a massive advantage. After 60, muscle fibers repair more slowly, and oxygen delivery weakens as blood vessels naturally stiffen. Without a steady, reliable stream of nutrients, even a short walk can begin to feel utterly exhausting. Lentils step in to perfectly fill that nutritional gap, offering steady, plant-based fuel without the cholesterol or saturated fat found in many meats. The science strongly backs this up. A 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition tracked older adults who consumed legumes like lentils at least 4 times per week. The results showed that those who consistently ate legumes had a remarkable 33% better muscle retention and significantly lower rates of overall frailty compared to those who rarely consumed them. Moreover, the high fiber content in lentils naturally stabilizes blood sugar, preventing the rapid insulin spikes that are known to accelerate muscle breakdown. In essence, lentils don't just feed your muscles, they actively protect them from silent metabolic damage. They are also incredibly versatile. Red lentils cook quickly and blend seamlessly into smooth soups, while green or brown varieties hold their shape better in hearty salads and stews. Remember to pair them with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes or bell peppers to maximize iron absorption, as plant-based iron is not absorbed as easily as the kind found in meat. The truth is, lentils may not be glamorous, but they are one of the cheapest, most nutrient-dense, and sustainable ways to rebuild muscle after 60, protecting against anemia, fueling constant muscle repair, and keeping energy stable, all without the risks of cholesterol-heavy meats or the cost of overpriced, ineffective supplements. Food number 2, seaweed, nori and wakame. If you think lentils are impressive, the food at number 2 will be even more shocking. It is a marine food so fundamentally powerful that it has been called the complete protein of the future, and it is readily available in your local health store right now. When most people think of muscle-building foods, seaweed almost never comes to mind. But this incredibly overlooked ocean vegetable, whether it's the nori sheets wrapped around your sushi or the wakame floating in your miso soup, is one of the most potent, natural anti-sarcopenia weapons for seniors. It may look fragile and paper-thin, but seaweed is a nutrient-dense superfood that delivers exactly what many expensive protein powders simply cannot. Highly bioavailable amino acids, a spectrum of rare minerals, and complex compounds that directly protect existing muscle tissue. A key 2019 study published in Marine Drugs revealed that wakame contains unique peptides that actively suppress the enzymes responsible for muscle breakdown, helping aging muscle fibers resist the slow, steady wasting process of sarcopenia. Nori, on the other hand, is rich in taurine, an amino acid critical for strong muscle contraction, effective nerve signaling, and reducing dangerous oxidative stress inside muscle cells. Seniors in this study who regularly consumed edible seaweed retained significantly higher muscle mass and better grip strength compared to non-seaweed eaters. Another hidden secret in seaweed is fucoxanthin, a carotenoid that has been shown to boost fat metabolism and significantly lower inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the silent, core drivers of muscle loss in seniors, eating away at tissue even if you exercise. By reducing inflammatory markers, fucoxanthin helps your muscles recover faster and more fully after any activity. Combine this with the natural omega-3 fatty acids found in seaweed, and you have a single food that rivals and often surpasses expensive fish oil supplements. Practicality matters too. Seaweed is light, inexpensive, and incredibly easy to integrate into any diet. Nori sheets can be eaten as a simple crispy snack or crumbled into soups. Wakame can be added to stews, miso, or even sprinkled on salads. The key is consistency. Small amounts several times a week can fundamentally transform nutrient levels and muscle strength in ways most seniors never anticipate. Chapter 4. The number one powerhouse and the final verdict. Food. Number 1. Cottage cheese. And here we are, the humble, often overlooked food that beats expensive protein powders at their own deceptive game. Cottage cheese might look simple, even old-fashioned, compared to the flashy marketing of supplements. But for seniors, it is nothing short of a muscle-saving powerhouse. And it's the ultimate answer to the industry's lie. What makes cottage cheese so unique isn't just its impressive protein content. It is the type of protein it contains, casein. Unlike whey protein, which quickly floods the bloodstream and is rapidly used up or discarded, casein digests slowly, delivering a steady trickle-feed stream of amino acids for up to 7 hours. For seniors, whose muscles are constantly fighting the natural breakdown process, that slow, sustained drip of nutrition means dramatically less muscle wasting overnight and maximum protection throughout the day. A landmark 2012 study published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise proved this unequivocally. Seniors who ate casein protein right before bed had a remarkable 22% higher rate of overnight muscle protein synthesis compared to those who ate nothing. This means that while they slept, their bodies were actively rebuilding and protecting vital muscle tissue, a massive year-round advantage in the fight against sarcopenia. And unlike those expensive powders, cottage cheese delivers this benefit in a natural, whole, nutrient-rich form. Think of George, 70, who had been relying on protein shakes to combat his leg weakness, but constantly complained about the bloating, gas, and stomach discomfort caused by the additives in the powders. After his daughter suggested he swap his evening shake for a bowl of cottage cheese with a small sprinkle of fruit, the difference was immediate and dramatic. Within weeks, his morning stiffness eased, his walks became longer and more energetic, and he told his doctor it was the first time he had felt solid in years. What powders upset in his gut, a real food corrected, all while fueling his muscles better than ever before. Think about the pure economics. One inexpensive tub of cottage cheese gives you more long-lasting muscle support than a $60 container of artificial protein powder. It comes with 0 additives, no questionable artificial sweeteners, and absolutely no cheap fillers. Just real food doing exactly what your body needs most. For seniors over 60, cottage cheese is the ultimate accessible weapon against muscle loss, fatigue, and systemic weakness. It quietly and consistently feeds your muscles, strengthens your bones, and keeps you moving like someone a decade younger. Conclusion: your freedom is in your food. So now, you know the shocking truth. You do not need a massive tub of artificial, over-processed protein powder to protect your muscles after 60. You need real, powerful foods. You need spirulina with its complete, highly dense protein structure. You need pumpkin seeds, fueling your strength with essential magnesium and zinc. You need amaranth, delivering rare and crucial amino acids. You need whole eggs, ensuring the egg white's protein is paired with the yolk's full nutrient power. You need moringa leaves, flooding your body with critical antioxidants and all 9 amino acids. You need lentils, building endurance with dense plant protein and iron. You need seaweed, boosting metabolism and protecting muscle tissue with unique peptides. And at number 1, you need cottage cheese, the slow, steady casein protein source that consistently rebuilds your muscles even while you sleep. For seniors, these 8 items are not just a grocery list, they are powerful medicine. They represent the fundamental difference between walking strong and confidently into your 70s and 80s, or sadly struggling with sarcopenia, chronic weakness, and the heartbreaking loss of independence. Now it's your turn. Which of these powerful foods do you already eat regularly, and which one surprised you the most today? Share your thoughts in the comments right now. I'll be reading and personally replying, because your story could inspire another senior to take back their strength immediately. If this video opened your eyes to the industry's deception, please don't stop here. Hit that like button so the YouTube algorithm shows this to more people over 60. Share it with a friend or family member who needs muscle strength right now. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel so you never miss the next urgent video packed with science-backed health advice that the supplement companies desperately do not want you to hear. Your muscles are your ultimate freedom. Feed them wisely, and they will carry you strong for decades to come.